What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor and Lorraine. Welcome back to another episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit chat about everything to do with film. I am joined as always by my best man, Mr. Shaun. Me and Shaun, how's it going?
Good, Conor. I survived Ireland's biggest storm that we've ever had. I'm a hero.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. We were talking before this, and where I am was hit quite hard.
Yeah.
We basically, if you don't know, Ireland got hit with like the strongest winds of all time for Ireland, which we're not really set up for any sort of weather stuff.
No, we're not built for extremes of anything, I would say.
It has to be mild, cloudy and mild at all times.
So, wet even. So, that's fine.
It was quite windy. And we got taken out. And by the way, for Irish people, this is dating this, but we're not going to name it to international people.
Yeah, no.
So my electricity has been going non-stop all day. So if it goes halfway through this, Shaun, you're going to have to carry on.
I'll just fill time. I don't have any of the stories or any of the news, but I'll just chat.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I will say, I've had power and electricity and water and heat the whole time, Conor, so don't worry about me.
And you told me that you were looking out at the homeless people outside and just turning on and off your lights, just making eye contact with them.
What I was throwing chocolate coins at them, Conor.
You there, boy. What day is it?
Fetch me a goose. It's January. What are we doing?
So as I said, this is the part of the episode where we talk all the week's movie news. If you're here for weird news, that's the second half of the episode. About 45 minutes in, there's a timestamp down below if Shaun remembers. There's a little bit of a jingle that he's been kind of fucking around with for the last few weeks. I got sent that, Shaun, and I listened. Good
stuff.
And there's a jingle, and then we talk about all the weirdest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about, so that's all still to come. But for the first half of the episode, as I said, we're talking all the week's movie news. If this is your first episode, you don't have to do anything, just chill out. If it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share. 5 stars on Spotify is always great to see them going up. A comment on Spotify is always cool. We have iTunes, we're on Castbox, and name another one.
Stitcher.
Stitcher, big on Stitcher.
Google Podcasts. I think we're on Podbean, even though we fucking jumped ship from there a few years ago.
We went to Acast, but I think we're still there somewhere, so we're on all your podcast platforms. If you could give us just any sort of review, that'd be absolutely amazing. And we have a Patreon, which we're going to be doing our movie review this week. That's our January movie review, voted on by the patrons. They all get put in a hat, and we pull one out, and we have to review it, even if it's terrible, and most of them are terrible.
Yeah, and we haven't done the draw for the movie yet, so if you do want to suggest any to be put in the hat, head on over there. There's a post, you can comment on that, and we might be able to talk about it.
Exactly. So enough of all that stuff, Shaun. It's now time to get into some pretty big news stories, and it is award season in Hollywood at the moment. And as you know, we're very big on maybe making predictions, making bets. I once put my house on some people to win awards. Now, I didn't win, Shaun, but I'm saying risk your life savings on this stuff.
Do you have a house? What's going on here?
I have no electricity. It's in the box.
Now it's coming together.
Oh, it was the storm. Oh. He lives in a car. With the Oscars coming up, and the nominees were revealed last week, and they were kind of all put out onto this is who's nominated for Best Actor, Best Picture, Best Director, all the usual stuff, Shaun. And I was thinking we could touch on that, but more importantly, we could talk about the more prestigious award show that happens around this time every single year, and that is the Razzies that are coming up. So the Razzies very cleverly do all of their nominations the same week as the Oscars do their nominations.
Smart branding. And the Razzies is the Oscars, but for the worst projects of the year.
The worst projects of the year. Now look, sometimes it's in bad it's no crack sometimes it's a bit mean, and I do think that they can be a bit mean,
but in a year where Madam Web came out, I can only assume the sweep is on.
Sure. So, the raspberries are coming up, Shaun, and you'll be surprised to know that Joker Folie à Deux leads the field with 7 nominations in multiple categories.
I'll be honest, had forgotten that came out last year.
Madam Web, Megalopolis and Borderlands are close behind with 6 nods each.
I think Megalopolis at least tried something.
It didn't work, but it gave it a good go.
Yeah, and it's his own money, so who cares?
So I think what we could do is who is going to win the Oscar for Best Actor, Best Actress, that kind of stuff. Or, Shaun, I could ask you, what do you think should win the Razzie for the Worst Picture and the Worst Actor? Because I think that's a bit more our level.
Well, we kind of did this already on our own show. We picked we didn't do
the
worst
Patreon Hangout.
The Patreon Hangout. We did our worst film of 2024. We also did do Biggest Zero, which is not equivalent to Worst Actor, but there is often some overlap.
But our Biggest Zero does appear in the Worst Actor category.
Big Zachary Levi, you say?
Big Zachy should show up, yes. So, we're going to start off with the Worst Picture, Shaun, and this is a stacked category. This is tough. We've got Borderlands, we've got Joker Folie à Deux, we've got Madam Web, we've got Megalopolis, and Reagan, which is a movie I have not seen.
Interesting. It's about Ronald Reagan, you say?
I assume. I can't think of another one.
Fair. Of all of them, right? I think Borderlands is probably worst for different reasons, because that is the most cash grab designed by by men in suits, by white men in suits. Movie
the white man in a suit who's about 40.
Yeah, the film that I think has no redeeming qualities except for my man Adam Scott absolutely killing it in every scene is Madam Web.
Madam Web, it's a tough one because obviously Joker is notoriously terrible as a movie, but I'm biased because I also didn't want to watch the first one, so I feel like I never really get a chance to say my opinion on the second one because everyone's like, oh well, he doesn't like it, and then it was bad, and then it seemed like I was bullying it by not liking it, if you know what I mean.
I get you, yeah.
Of course he didn't like it, yeah. So I'm like, Joker Folie à Deux is terrible. Madam Web is one of the worst things I've ever seen, but I think Borderlands is more shameful than Madam Web, and I can't put my finger on why.
It's not funny that Borderlands is bad. It's funny that Madam Web is bad. Like, Madam
Web is the movie where Spider-Woman is in it, and they still called it Madam Web.
Yeah. There's 3 Spider-Women in that movie.
And Dakota Johnson does spend the whole movie going, oh no, oh no.
She can act, though. Like, that is a thing. I assume they're putting her up for worst actor. I think she can act.
Can she? I'm not sure. I thought she could until Madam Web, but it was so bad that it made me question it.
She's okay. Look, the 50 Shades movies. That's whatever.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Her dad is Don Johnson. I only just realised that now.
Did you know that?
No.
She's a Nepo baby.
God damn it. She was in 21 Jump Street for a bit. She was in Need for Speed. None of this is helping.
Your big pitch is Need for Speed.
Bad Times at the El Royale was pretty alright.
That's pretty good.
And then Madam Web, she's not been in heaps, I will be honest.
So, okay, what's your worst picture? You're going with Madam Web.
Madam Web for sure.
I'm going to go Borderlands just because I think that's Madam Web. I had some laugh with because it's terrible. It makes no sense. But Borderlands, it just made me. You know that bit where your skin is kind of crawling. That's kind of what I got with Borderlands. Worst actor: we have Jack Black, Zachary Levi, Joaquin Phoenix, Dennis Quaid, or Jerry Seinfeld. What a lineup!
It's a who's who. I mean, give me the nominations again.
Jack Black for Dear Santa, Zachary Levi for Harold and the Purple Crayon, Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, Dennis Quaid for Reagan or Jerry Seinfeld for Unfrosted?
Interesting. I mean, I think it's going to be... I would give it to Zachary Levi. Not simply because we awarded him Biggest Zero of the Year, but also I think this could genuinely make him crash out forever.
Like, Zachary Levi's had a bad year, is what we're saying. And you're saying this could be the cherry on the cake to really drive him into maybe just pure propaganda. The only thing that would make it better is if, like, Chris Evans was up for an Oscar or something. I think if Zachary Levi wins Worst Actor, he starts his own crypto. I think we're at that level. I
mean, he's already starting his own fucking right-wing production company. So what are we doing? Like,
oh, Zachary. I might go Jack Black only because I remember what he did to Tenacious.
He killed Tenacious D.
Yeah,
he betrayed Kyle Gass.
You can't have that. I mean, Yaki and Phoenix were like, oh, well, lucky you do.
I think Jack Black will get it next year for the Minecraft movie.
True. Okay, we'll give it to Levi this year. Worst Actress, Cate Blanchett for Borderlands, Lady Gaga for Joker, Bryce Dallas Howard for Argyle, Dakota Johnson for Madam Web, or Jennifer Lopez for Atlas.
I didn't see Atlas.
Didn't see Atlas.
I mean, what do we do here? Because here's the thing, of that list, talented, it's not to say they are the worst.
Do three of them have Oscars? Blanchett, Gaga. Does Bryce Dallas Howard have an Oscar?
If she should. If she doesn't.
I think she might.
Bryce Dallas Howard is an
She's nominee, surely.
Gotta be nominated. Hang on.
Surely nominated.
Let me get up her...
I'm not taking Dakota because I'm not sure she's good.
Awards and nominations. I mean, she's been nominated for a lot. Like MTV Music Awards, the Critics' Choice, Hollywood Film, Screen Actors Guild.
There's
the Golden Raspberries.
Academy. No Academy.
No results.
Oh, she has it. Oh, she's shit. I take it all back.
Someone just beeped a horn really loud outside
They're
the house.
very mad.
Very mad. That was Bryce.
That's Bryce. No, that's Ron Howard outside.
She was nominated for a Golden Globe.
No, it's not good enough, Bryce. It's not good enough.
She won an MTV Movie Award for Best Fight.
Oh, that's pretty prestigious.
For Twilight Eclipse.
Who are we winning here? So we got Blanchett, Gaga, Bryce Dallas Howard, Dakota Johnson, Jennifer Lopez. I'm going to put Dakota Johnson up forward because she's a charisma vacuum in that movie, and that is the worst performance I think I've ever seen.
Yes, but she did take down Ellen, so... You know.
See, yeah, that's her one positive. I think she got so much stock in that side.
Yeah.
She can do like 3 Madam Webs.
It's like having you work with someone and he does fucking nothing, but he'll always give you a lift when you need it.
Will you drive me home? Oh yeah, will you? No worries.
So I agree. I think Dakota Johnson's probably going to get it, and she might accept it.
She probably will. I think she might be in on the gag, which I enjoy. Supporting actor, Jack Black again for Borderlands, Kevin Hart for Borderlands, Shia LaBeouf for Megalopolis, Tahar Rahim for Madam Web, and John Voight for Megalopolis, Reagan, Shadowland, and Strangers.
Okay, John Voight is a prick, so I would...
There's the thing.
Shia LaBeouf... I mean, you know, again, I think you're...
You can't judge it based off how much of a prick they are. Legally, we have to judge this off the movies that they were in.
The guy from Madam Web is not good.
Yeah, he's quite bad. Although Kevin Hart is in Borderlands, so I think we kind of have to give it to one of the lads in Borderlands.
Yeah, I think Kevin Hart as well. There was a podcast or something. It might have been Bill Burr was saying it to Kevin Hart. It was just like, Hollywood ruined you. You used to be really funny and edgy, and now look at you.
Do you know what? Bill Burr recently, I quite enjoyed that. He's like, it used to be like he used to attack Right, and I was like, I don't know about this. But recently, the way he's kind of talking, I'm like, he's siding on the side of like, yeah, let's go for those people. Those people are the right people to start like making gags about.
Yeah, like, and I don't worship anyone and don't follow anyone's fucking teachings or whatever. But I think he's right. He's popular with enough of a certain group to where he can cut through a lot of the nonsense that happens and just be like, no, this is ridiculous that everyone's on board with this.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to go with Kevin Hart for best worst supporting actor, and that brings us to the director. We've got S.J. Clarkson, Madam Web, Francis Ford Coppola for Megalopolis, old Toddy Phillips for Joker, Eli Roth for Borderlands, or Jerry Seinfeld for Unfrosted.
Okay, Jerry Seinfeld is a prick.
Once again, you can't judge it off if they're a prick. That's not how the rules work.
I think it could be Todd.
Good. Yeah.
I wanted to have, because he got was it script writing or something, he got an Oscar for Joker.
Don't remind me, but yes.
I want him to now have the Razzie. That is the opposite of that
I
award.
think, well, the problem is on the second one, he couldn't copy the movies that he did for the first one, because then people would have known he didn't have sequels to those movies.
That's true. So he just copied Umbrellas of Cherbourg instead.
Yeah. If you want to talk about, by the way, the Oscars, it's completely insane that Dune didn't get nominated for
that's bullshit. That's recency bias of the highest order.
It got nominated for Best Picture, okay? That's fair enough. In terms of directing, Denny was not nominated for Best Director.
Snubbed twice for both Dune movies.
We have actor in a leading role, Adrian Brody, Timothée Chalamet, Coleman Domingo, Ralph Fiennes and Sebastian Stan. Cool to see Sebastian there.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet could have got nominated for that or Dune, but he got a complete unknown was his nomination.
Again, it came out more recently. There's the whole thing with Adrian Brody that they use AI to tweak his Hungarian accent.
Not a fan of that.
Not a fan of that.
Not great on that.
And look, even if it's a subtle use of it, it's still a use of it. And that's a hard bell to unring once you start awarding AI performances.
I say give it to Sebastian.
I would like Sebastian to win. I think that'd be amazing.
Yeah. In terms of actress, we've got Cynthia Erivo, Carla Sofia Gascon, Mikey Madison, Demi Moore, and Fernanda Torres. I think Demi Moore should win this all day.
Demi Moore should win this for most other performances she's given. Connor's lights just came back on.
Oh, yes, we're back.
Also, The Substance is just great. So
it's a great movie.
And for a horror film to win Oscars, think of what that's going to do for horror films going forward.
Yeah, and I mean, especially since like Florence Pugh got robbed, she didn't get nominated as far as I remember. No, she did win it or whatever it is.
She didn't win it for Midsommar, I think.
Yeah, Midsommar is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like I think that, like, movies like that are like so good, but horror always kind of gets looked out upon in the Academy. So if The Substance can win one, that'd be so good. And also, it's just a really good movie. In terms of Wicked, got nominated for lots of stuff. I think okay, cool, but I think ironically, I think The Substance has more substance.
Oh, Connor,
thank you.
That's dangerously close to journalism, is what you've done there.
Yes. Lights come off, Connor comes on. Yes.
He literally had an idea and the lights came on.
My light only comes on when I have an idea. I sit in darkness. In terms of actor in a supporting role, we have Yora Borisov, Kieran Culkin, Edward Norton, Guy Pearce or Jeremy Strong. A very strong five.
Very strong five.
Imagine Kieran Culkin's speech.
He very well could. I'm going to see that this week. And like he's getting very. There's buzz. There's Culkin buzz around him.
I just love the fact that him and Jeremy Strong are the complete opposites, and he keeps winning all the awards.
Yeah. Wild that there's no Denzel in this category.
That is the situation where I was kind of like, hang on. Because, like, Denzel in Gladiator 2, for all of its flaws, and that movie has quite a lot of flaws, Gladiator 2, Denzel is, like, up there with some of his best performance. Like, he just carries that fucking movie on his back.
As he does with most movies.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like, I mean, and I think he actually kills Paul. Like, Paul can compete with Denzel, so you're kind of watching the movie like, well, Denzel's actually much. Like, I kind of want Denzel to win. He's actually way cooler.
Yeah, he's a stronger character in this. But I guess, like, if you have to narrow it down to 5, I guess someone, like, there's always going to be someone cut.
Yeah, I think I agree with you with Denzel. And then actress in the support, we have support actresses Monica Barbaro, Ariana Grande, Felicity Jones, Isabella Rossellini, and Zoe Saldana. I think Ariana might take that.
Yeah.
For Wicked. She's
Wicked
very good in that movie.
Yeah, again, not seen it. I've never seen the stage show or anything like that. But it's such a big phenomenon. It's massive.
Oh no, like I've seen it, and I think Ariana is like the best part of the whole movie. She's really, really good at it.
Okay. Well, then she deserves to have some awards.
Let's just give it to her. Sure, why not? And like, I don't normally give a shit, so I'm like, she's pretty good. So in terms of everything else, animated feature film Wallace and Gromit. If it doesn't win, we all can kick off.
Wild Robot's very good, though. We'll say.
Oh, that's pretty good, but we want Wallace and Gromit. We're there for the end.
What a triumph for, claymation and so on. Also, there's the chance that they have the little figures in the audience like they did with Shrek, which is always a fun time.
There's no way they put that much money into it again.
Why don't we care anymore?
Man, just not. Like, just try. Don't use AI though, because I'll definitely use AI if they were going to do it now, and I don't want that either.
Yeah, there might be AI in this.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on from award season. That's our award season predictions. You can take them all to the bank and make bets, maybe take life savings out, maybe steal some money from loved ones they don't know about it. Put it all in. Or
join the Patreon.
Clever. For more great picks.
Fellas, it's January. We're hemmed up here.
Lads, please. So we're going to talk about Ocean's 14, Shaun, which is coming out. And I'll be honest with you, some pretty fucking good news this week is that David Leitch is in talks to direct Ocean's 14.
Interesting.
Yes. Now, the last movie that David Leitch directed was
John Wick 4?
The Fall Guy, Shaun, the best movie of 2024.
Sorry, I've not heard it didn't win many awards, The Fall Guy.
I'm not even getting nominated.
I don't actually. See, it doesn't work for me, Conor. I'm sorry.
So David Leitch, obviously co-creator of John Wick, so you are completely correct there. Also did Bullet Train as well a few years ago, if you remember that. Did Deadpool 2 as well, so been around the block. And he is very heavily in talks to be directing the 4th film in the Ocean's franchise, the mainline franchise that is. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, all coming back. The OG heist and crew and all that stuff are all coming back. And I mean, it's pretty much lighted up that this could be good. I think
those Oceans movies are such lightning in a bottle, though. Like, I think the first one's the best, and then the third one, and then the second one. And I've not seen Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8, I would put it around. It's better than 2. About near 3. I'd still go.
2 has the Julia Roberts bit, though,
which is so terrible it's good, but it still has to be terrible to get to that point.
Yeah. But 3
someone
is also...
wrote a script and was like, we have Julia Roberts. Why don't we just make Julia Roberts a different woman who looks the same?
Bruce Willis is on set for a day. Let's see what he can get him to do.
That movie's insane. No, I think 1 is one of the best movies. Like, it's just... I don't know even if this is the right use of this phrase, Shaun, but that movie has incredible sauce. The sauce on that movie.
It's goated with the sauce, you say.
It's goated with the sauce, as the kids would say. And
someone cooked here.
Somebody cooked. Like, you're just watching it, and you're like, Soderbergh's a maniac, 1. And 2, it's just like, the movie you can throw on that it's always good is number 1. It's just, no matter who you have in the room, like, we'll sit down and watch a movie, throw on Oceans. Yeah. Oceans 11, so good.
We'll all be happy with that. Like, look, there's a lot of legacy sequels going on. but I really like Oceans, so...
And I suppose the difference with this is, especially with the Oceans movies, is that, like, it doesn't have to... It can be a new heist, if that makes sense.
You just drop characters into a heist. That's what it is.
Especially, unfortunately, like, say, like, Bernie Mac has passed away since then, so you have a few people who aren't going to be involved. I, now, because David Leitch is here, immediately was like, get Ryan Gosling in to replace somebody in the team.
But I think probably Matt Damon and George Clooney are going to be... They're the seasoned veterans now. Like, they can take on
Matt
new
Damon
roles.
as well.
You what?
And Matt Damon as well.
Yeah, who... Oh, sorry, I said... Yeah, sorry, Matt Damon. Like, the... You can bring in... I could see Chalamet in this. Actually, you know who I could see?
Go on.
That hot young thing in Hollywood, Austin Butler. He's primed for an Oceans movie.
I don't know about Austin. It's a weird comedy to pull off, because you have to kind of come in and just be like, Brad Pitt and George Clooney are the cool ones, and so they have to just shit on everybody else. And
He's a bit older, but Jamie Foxx would fit very well in an Oceans movie.
I genuinely think Gosling could get shit on and he'd make it funny. He'd
100%.
Okay.
What I want, you know, there's the twins, Casey Affleck and the other one. I want Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Gosling in those same kind of roles.
That's so good. They could totally pull it off as well. This is one of those weird things where we are completely blinded. Normally we're like, no, don't do another movie based off a different franchise from 10 years or 15 years ago and bring everybody back, blah blah blah. It happens all the time. But simultaneously, the Oceans movies are just like, they're just some of our faves. I think for the two of us, they're just like, we've blind loyalty. We're just like, let's just watch it. Go on, everyone, just do another one. I'll watch it.
The also, I don't know if I've told you this, but in Ryan Gosling news, very good book called Project Hail Mary is being adapted. He's confirmed to be the lead in that, and it's about a man in space on his own. So I think you'll enjoy it very much.
Is there some sort of war going on simultaneously?
No, it's just
interesting.
He's a scientist who's in space with amnesia, but he has like born identity. He just knows all the science, but he doesn't know why, and he's trying to figure out this problem.
Shit, that's going to be good.
It's going to be great.
I love Gosling. By the way, speaking of him, Ryan Gosling is in talks to lead a new Star Wars movie from director Sean Leahy.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I thought that's what you were bringing up.
No, sorry, this is just other Gosling news. God, he gets work, doesn't he?
He's getting around. And so, I mean, by the way, the first line of this article is, Ryan Gosling has flexed his Kenergy for all to see.
God, I hate the world.
Do you think AI wrote that? Do you think
100%.
100%. Per THR's exclusive, the Canadian is currently in negotiations to topline Sean Leahy's highly secretive Star Wars movie, and has signed on to the yet untitled project, which was shoot for obviously Disney and Lucasfilm. And I mean, it could start rolling as soon as this Christmas. So it is untitled. We don't know what it is going to be. Sean Leahy's last project was the Adam Project, I think. He might have done some since then. No, he did Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay. That was alright.
And I think so anyway. But, like, he's getting involved in a lot of stuff. Do you think this could be good? I'm saying this as, and we do this all the time, Sean, you love Star Wars, but you simultaneously don't like Star Wars. And so you are the perfect man to bring to this, because Gosling, he just brings a certain charm. Sean, has this reunited your love of Star Wars?
Well, it's reunited my love of Gosling, but that never left, to be fair.
Never left.
I mean, not really. I don't care. I would not care if they never made another Star Wars at all. I don't think. I'm not looking forward to any
I don't care if I die today.
Yeah. I've seen all I need to see of Star Wars. And yeah, Sean Levy has made Deadpool and Wolverine. He's also made A Free Guy. He's also made Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. Actually made all the Night at the Museums. The first two of those are alright. But also, Connor, he's made Real Steel.
Oh shit. So if anyone doesn't know, Sean, tell them about your love of Real Steel. Why is Real Steel the reason why you'll go see an untitled Star Wars movie even though you don't like Star Wars because of a movie this man did maybe 14 years ago?
Well, it's a 2011 family action comedy, I would describe it as, sports movie, where Hugh Jackman and Evangeline Lilly train a robot to fight other robots in a ring. And Hugh Jackman reconciles with his child at the end. Not his real one, the one in the film.
He does try and sell his child at one stage.
He does, yeah. He tries to sell his child to his granddad. Yeah.
I mean, I think this is one of those things where, once again, we're kind of blinded by, obviously, Real Steel blinds you to almost most conversations. But Ryan Gosling's Star Wars movie, I'm like, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. I might not go watch it, but simultaneously I will watch the trailer.
This is the thing, is that, like, because Jude Law was in a Skeleton Crew. Like, and I have not heard anything about that. I'm just unsure. I've been burned a lot, you know?
Yeah, it's a really abusive relationship at this point. And even the things that you think are good, they get cancelled because other people who don't like women don't like that stuff.
True. The most interesting Star Wars thing, did you watch Visions, which is just a load of animated stuff?
I actually didn't.
It's just different stories in the Star Wars universe and they don't tie into Skywalker at all. It's fantastic.
Wow, it's amazing. What a plot twist. And did they bring Mark Hamill back and de-age him in the animated stuff? Or?
No, because you can just draw him young.
Oh,
Mark Hamill, voice actor.
Is he? What's he involved in?
He did. He was the Trickster.
The Trickster in the Flash season 2. I do remember that. Yeah. Sean, we're going to move on to our next piece of movie news, and this is a little bit of a funny update. Do you remember about 2 months ago we touched on the fact that Greta Gerwig was doing a Narnia adaptation for Netflix?
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay, I mean, that is just why. The rule of comedy.
What?
No,
the rule of comedy would... Nah, I fucked it. I flubbed it.
Yeah, there we go. Right there. Exactly. That's exactly my point.
I remember the story, Connor.
So Greta Gerwig's Narnia adaptation, Netflix originally said it's coming out on Netflix. Bold twist from them. She then was like, I don't want this to come out on Netflix, to which I assume they replied, you signed on with Netflix. It has to come out on Netflix.
Eventually, yes.
But Greta said, I assume she just sent them back an email and said, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Right?
She sent back the box office for Barbie.
And just dropped the mic. Greta Gerwig's Narnia adaptation for Netflix will be getting an IMAX release in an unprecedented piece of news.
Huge. Like, that's outstanding news. Why wouldn't you?
So, this is really interesting, because is this the first time Netflix have kind of backed down on this after months of negotiations? IMAX basically have said that it will be released exclusively on its screens for 2 weeks in advance of the film's debut on Netflix. So she got 2 weeks extra out of them. I
mean, give it a month. Like, I don't think Netflix is gaining new subscribers at a rate that makes 2 weeks the optimal time to leave something in cinemas. Didn't Knives Out get screwed by this same thing?
So Glass Onion and Knives Out did, I think it was like a 1 week run in like 500, 600 venues or something. So like, wasn't a lot of venues only for 1 week. This is a worldwide release for 2 weeks.
Okay, that's better. Because the fear is that no one sees it in the cinema because it's going to be on Netflix in 2 weeks, and they use that to justify putting everything on Netflix in the future.
But But I mean, like Amazon and Apple and all, they release stuff in the cinemas, and then they just put them on their streaming services like weeks later.
Yeah.
So like, I don't understand the difference.
The fact that it's getting an IMAX release is quite good, because that means like, this is a theatrical. This could be an event kind of film, you know, like there's a scale to it that looks great on a cinema screen.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I think in terms of Narnia, like it has the name quality. You've got Greta there as well. It will probably make a bit of money, and I think Netflix just want money at this point. So like, why would you not release it?
They need so much money.
They desperately need money. So why would you not
never made a profit?
It doesn't make any sense. Also, I'm just happy for Greta just to be like, I want it in cinemas, and they're like, no, we're Netflix, and she's like, well, fuck you, I'm Greta Gerwig, I want it in cinemas, otherwise I'm not doing the movie.
Like, seeing the name Gerwig attached to a project, I'm like, oh fuck, this is going to be something. It's going to have the sauce.
And
to use your term.
Somebody cooked here, as the kids say. This is hopping, as all the youths would say, Shaun.
In the 60s, they might have said it was hopping.
No, I'm pretty sure the new phrase, like, I'm down with the kids, Shaun, you probably don't know this, but you walk into
places,
heard of this. And you walk in and if you see something cool, you go, this is hip hop happening right now. And then everyone in there kind of like maybe punches a jukebox and a bit of music starts, and everyone's real happy.
Describing Happy Days?
Don't think so. I haven't seen Happy Days now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a guy in a leather jacket.
I don't like this. I don't like what's happening here.
No, you're just not down with the hip hop happening, kids. Shaun, we're finishing off movie news this week with some news that I think might make you sad. Hugh Jackman rumoured to stay on as Wolverine for another 10 years.
I did see this, and all this says to me is that Secret Wars is going to be massively delayed.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't know exactly what's happening, but the latest speculation is Marvel Studios is seemingly planning to have Deadpool and Wolverine trilogy, with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine for all three of those movies. So it's going to be like 3 more movies in the Marvel universe. Now I assume this might include some Avengers movies, so you'll get Secret Wars out of it as well. I don't think Deadpool's getting his own individual movie, but
no.
Being 3 movies, the 2 characters. So Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, they want them both in. They want to keep Hugh Jackman around until at least Secret Wars, and then you can replace him with somebody else.
But I mean, this feels exactly like what everyone was afraid of when they announced they were bringing mutants back to the MCU or into the MCU. Yeah. It's like they're not willing to take a risk.
Like it's done. Like, and it's not even something terrible about Wolverine or Hugh Jackman, because he's like the best comic book casting of all time. He's absolutely amazing. But you had a chance here, and you still kind of do with Secret Wars. You can reveal it, but the longer he's there, I think the more pressure and the more he stains whoever follows him.
Yeah, in terms of legacy characters, like Sam Wilson is Captain America now. We've yet to see how audiences will respond to that. But you need to put your effort into supporting that new actor taking on that iconic role, rather than keeping the old guy around just in case, you know? Yeah,
especially because then if you do replace him, okay, so say like Daniel Radcliffe gets cast as Wolverine, he'll be like 45 by the time he actually gets a chance. But say he's 10 years younger and Daniel Radcliffe gets cast as Wolverine and he gets brought in, and Hugh Jackman's in the movie as well, or even like the movie before, and he's been there for the last little while. Like, you're like, this is super weird. Instead of just doing the clean cut off, right, we're going Marvel, it's done, there's new people here.
And what's mad is they had the clean cut off with Logan. They somehow got an okay second clean cut off with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, but they couldn't
leave it well enough alone.
You could just like leave it. Just be like, okay, well look, we got away with that one. we got away with even the next time.
Yeah.
And we didn't ruin Logan with this version. So, like, why keep doing it? Because it's, as I said, it's fine. You'll get a good movie. Like, and Hugh Jackman will be really good in it. That's not the problem. The problem is whoever comes after him now, I think, is pretty much fucked. Because you're now just like, I don't even think we'll get there. By the time that happens, I think Marvel might be pretty fucked at that stage.
Might be selling some filing cabinets real soon.
I don't think it's going to get that far, but I think it won't get the returns that they think they are. Because if you keep relying on the old classics, then there's no new stars being built.
And the thing is, 10 years. And look, when we first started doing this podcast, we were always into the, like, what's Marvel doing, and then is DC going to do some version of that? Whereas now, with the way the DCU is looking, I can see that's changing trends for what industry analysts decide people want to watch. And that changes Marvel's entire fucking plan post-Secret Wars. I think Superman's going to come out and be a good movie, and people are going to pivot hardcore within Marvel fucking development.
And I think both of them can be good. The issue with this is that,
I would love both of them to be good.
We would love them to be good. And it's also, we're saying, oh, this thing is really great. Like, Hugh Jackman had 20 fucking years as this character, 25 years as this character. He was excellent. He absolutely killed it. But we're like, by keeping him on, you're kind of ruining whoever, the next generation.
Yeah.
You're not even like, you're giving them a gun with no bullets, and you're like making them, okay, you're next up, but you have to run out of this bunker, but also we're not going to give you any bullets because we gave them all to Hugh.
Yeah,
so,
we tied your shoelaces together as well.
So you're on your own. And then when that fails, they're like, oh, well, we better bring back Hugh now.
Yeah, thank God.
It's some sort of time travel movie.
Meanwhile, he's like pushing 70. And
like, his body can't keep doing this, poor Hugh. He just wants to tap dance.
He just wants to tap dance. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want it, and I'm one of the biggest Marvel shills you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's just it makes me sad. And Hugh, I'm like, yeah, stick around for as long as you can. Fair play to you. Like, keep getting that Marvel. Get that Marvel money. You'll be set for this life and next life, and all your children will be as well. But if, in terms of a Marvel project, in terms of like them keeping up this whole universe that they're very much struggling to do at this point, that doing this, I think, just kind of is a reflection of, oh, you're not quite getting it. You're not quite like they used to be. What I would have said is they used to be ahead of the times, and now they're like trying to catch up with themselves.
Yeah, they're on the back foot now because they're
to nobody. To themselves.
But they've been trying to mimic the success they had, like the 2008 to 2018 run.
Yeah, instead of mimicking a different success.
Yeah, instead of just being the industry leaders that they used to be, they're doing what worked before, but it's not working.
Okay, we're going to finish off movie news there, Shaun, and now it's time for the weird news jingle. I mean, I just think that jingle, does it get worse or better every week? I can't quite tell. I said better last week and then it was played backwards, so
you
what do I know?
You told me to play it backwards. That was it.
But afterwards, Shaun.
Look. This week, it's a straight down the line, no funny business, regular jingle that went in. Okay?
Now that makes me doubt that.
No, Connor. No extra editing, okay?
Yeah.
I promise.
It's tough to trust, you know what I mean? It's a boy cried wolf situation.
Connor, I would never knowingly mess with a jingle.
Yes, you would.
Oh, I have actually. I have many times.
Multiple times. I would never kill someone, says man who's killed many people.
I would never kill someone.
Today.
That I know about.
So Shaun, well actually I'm going to push that to the test because Shaun, it's weird news. What do we do here?
You spent the week gathering all the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read them all out to me, a man too busy not committing any murders to look at any weird news.
I'm still going to put that to the test, Shaun, because I'm starting this week in the only place that I can start. I hate giving this man publicity, and we were here with him at the very, very start, at the very beginning, and then we left it. Now, I could have talked about this man multiple times in the past, maybe year to year and a half, but I always avoid him, right?
Brian?
Because I always avoid him. It's Brian. Because I always avoid him, and because I know that's what he wants, right?
Yeah, he wants attention.
But he wants attention, right? And I'm not into that. Weird News, we're here. It's a bit of gentle laughter about stupid shit. People doing dumb stuff, and then they're not aware. But Brian is just trying to cause a bit of drama. If you don't know who I'm talking about, this is the anti-aging obsessed millionaire Brian Johnson, who has vowed to basically never age or never die. He is 47. And he has restructured his whole life to prevent life's natural aging process. He spends about roughly $2 million a year staying youthful. He had his own documentary come out on Netflix, which, I mean, good for him.
I didn't watch it because I was like, I don't want to see this.
I don't want to give him any, of course. And so he receives, I mean, if you remember correctly, he's got so many treatments that he does. He eats at certain times. He sleeps for certain amounts. He checks every single thing in his body constantly. He gets blood transfusions from anonymous donors.
And his son.
And his son, so he can have the ideal body mass index or BMI. He's free of diseases. He's just basically trying to live a life that goes on forever at 47.
He's multi-millionaire for sure, but he might be a billionaire as well.
Yes.
And he's just like this vampire who thinks he can cheat everything. And also he doesn't look that much younger. And also he's a cunt.
I should have put that in the headline. Anti-aging obsessed millionaire Brian Johnson, or big cunt, gets backlash this week, Shaun, because I think he's reached peak Brian Johnson. So he's taken the blood from the son, Shaun. But what else can he do? Because he's now, after releasing data online,
I've seen the data
that he for tracking him and his son's nighttime erections when they're asleep.
Look, and it's a hard job, but someone has to do it.
It's a long, hard job, but somebody's got to do it. It's an understandably controversial post that has sparked a large wave of backlash. I don't really give a shit about any of that stuff. It's just mental that he did that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, he basically, this week, did a post, and he put it up and he was like, this is me, the nighttime erection data from my 19-year-old son and me. And it tracked how many erections they had every night, how long they went for, how much sleep they got.
It was one, but it was 8 hours.
He tried to lie in his stomach and his back hit the ceiling.
You ever see a pole vault, lads?
By the way, the headline for this is From Blood Boy to Boner Brother.
How is the son okay with this?
This is my question, Shaun. This feels illegal. I don't know if it is, but it feels illegal. And I don't know how.
How long has he been measuring this as well? Like,
yeah, because you'd have to have a median. You're going to have to keep doing it to figure out the average.
Okay. I need a moment with this, because this... Do
you want me to give you the stats? But while you're taking there, I can give you... The stats included
numbers here.
Their number of erections, the total length of episodes, sleep efficiency, and something labelled erection quality.
Interesting. Okay, let's how many are we talking in a night?
Now, I actually don't have the specific numbers, but I do know that Brian put up that his son's duration, is 2 minutes longer than his.
Interesting. So all of the millions he's spent, worthless.
Because he's 47 and his son is only 19.
Yeah.
And his nighttime erections when he's asleep are only 2 minutes less in duration than his 19-year-old son. If you ask me, it was all worth.
It's totally worth turning your entire
spent.
life upside down for.
I'm actually thinking this is the way to go.
I mean, if you ever start doing this, I'll kill myself and then you. The thing about Brian Johnson is, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Like, fair enough. He looks
He's a
good.
cunt.
He's a cunt, first of all. He looked good for 47. If you told me that man is 47, I would still absolutely believe you.
Every time I look at him, I always think about me and you having a conversation of being like, it's not that he doesn't look 47. Like, if you said, that lad's 47, you go, jeez, he's looking well for 47. But simultaneously, I'd think, yeah, but he does look 47. It's not like... But, like, he looks like a healthy 47.
Yeah, but like, a 47... Like, he looks like an aged man. Like, he's lived for 47 fucking years.
Aged.
Also, like it's no quality of life.
He looks like a man who's definitely lived over 42 years.
Yes.
Is what I would say.
100, because there's a photo of him next to his son. His son looks fucking great, you know.
Well, I mean, fucking... he's up all night, he's fucking exhausted.
Huge hog on him as well.
No wonder he's so happy. But, like, every time I see a photo and I'm like, oh, he's in pretty good shape for a man who's in his mid-40s. That's pretty... I'd give him 45, so he's knocked 2 years off. He's going to live forever.
But he has that look of it. Like, he looks like a serial killer. He looks like a psychopath. People aren't meant to do this. This is all a scam. No one should be humanly able to spend the money that he has spent to look slightly better than his age.
I was like, we're just going to touch on this, and so far he's a cunt who's a serial killer.
No, serial killer is a harsh word. He does...
It's 2 words.
He looks...
He looks like he kills humans.
Yeah, he looks non-human. He looks like a sociopath.
He looks like Nosferatu.
Yeah. No, what you again, I remember talking about this because we use the term harvest in relation to he takes blood and fucking cells from his son.
It said he was harvesting his son's blood, yes.
Which is a tough description. Because he is... If he could put his brain in his son's body, he would.
I think he might. I think it's getting to that point.
Yeah. I think that's what... Like, I don't know how the son is okay with this or what his story is. But what's the point? He could be hit by a bus in the morning.
I hope he is. Wait, no.
We can't wish death on people, Conor.
Johnson has also gone in depth on his penis rejuvenation strategy, Shaun, if that is any reason, including weekly penis injections that he rates up to 9.5 out of 10 on a painfulness scale.
What's the point? Like, why are you putting yourself through nearly the worst pain for your 47-year-old dick to be slightly better? Is he in a relationship at all? Right?
There's no way he is. He can't be.
You would have to be. He would be exhausting to be around.
Just the worst.
Personal life. Divorced.
Of course.
Oh no, sorry. Was engaged together. And then they broke up.
Yeah, but that's not... Yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair...
Oh, no, and also divorced, sorry.
Did you say... But I mean, to be fair, if you were like, oh, did you do the washing up? Or did you take out the bins? And he was like, sorry, I was having my weekly penis injections at the time, I couldn't. You'd be like, hell...
What's the point? There's also, it's like... say it worked, right? And say he managed to not die. Oh, great, a billionaire gets to live forever because he doesn't have to have the normal day-to-day things that regular people have to go through.
I knew I'd get him back on the killing.
Gonna get Luigi on the phone.
Is Luigi free? Where's Mario?
I'll take Mario.
Is there a Waluigi somewhere?
God, maybe.
Maybe.
How much would I have to pay you to inject something into your dick?
What am I injecting?
Saline. So it won't do it, but you'll have to do it yourself.
Oh, fuck. I think a lot. I mean... Yeah, well, yeah. Like,
I'm saying yeah as in like, yeah, right, like...
Yeah, like, I couldn't put a price on it, but it had to be more numbers than I've ever seen.
I'm 5 digits at least.
At least 5. No, I'm thinking 6. I'm minimum 6.
Because what if I fuck it up, you know?
Well, it doesn't matter if you do.
Why? Because I could buy a new one with all my money.
Just buy a new penis. Steal one from your 19-year-old son.
How is that data collected? Is it a sensor?
Does he have something strapped to his son's neck? Is the question.
Is it permanently there? Does the son know it's there?
Is it a cup? Is it in his boxer briefs? How does it work?
Does it have to be wired in every night? What if someone takes advantage of the episode, shall we say?
I'm not quite sure how that works. Is it still on if he has a girlfriend of some kind?
We can own... Look...
You don't want to finish off with you're 19 with your first girlfriend and you come out of the bedroom and your dad's like 30 seconds less than last week, son. What's going on with you, huh? I had a few injections there myself. Give me a go.
Oh God, no. Don't do it. I just dislike him intensely for it. I hate everything he stands for.
Yeah.
I think he's a terrible reflection on what it is to be a human.
Other than that, though, he's grand.
I found the son's Instagram, and he's just a shill for his dad.
Well, to be fair, they must be making a lot of money.
True. And, like, he probably doesn't get to leave the compound for fear that he'll lose
he's definitely trapped there. It's a Stockholm Syndrome situation.
What, like, where does this end? You know? This might be the one time we ever cover someone's death on Weird News, by the way. Because it's relevant to the story. Because
he says he can live forever. So if he dies, then okay, that makes sense. But I don't really want to cover someone's death. But simultaneously, I do think the world would be better if he was
billionaires, yeah, for sure.
Like just him specifically. I think his son would be happy.
Think of all the things you could do with that money.
I could inject my penis so many times.
So many times. So many things.
They'd be like, it's done. It's only once a week. I'd say, fucking do it again, Doc.
Go on, double dose me there. Sure, it's Christmas, huh?
They're like, it's not even injected anything at this point. It's just air. Fair fucks to you, lad. Go on. Get it into you.
The son is starting the same regimen as his dad. So he wants to stay 19 forever. First of all,
why would you want?
Well, you want to be 19?
My follow-up: why would you want to be 19 forever?
Being 19 is shit.
Every 19-year-old's an idiot, a fucking moron.
You don't have a frontal lobe till you're 25.
You're an idiot. So, it's almost like said to me, they wanted to be a teacher, and I was like, just imagine you and your friends at 15. Imagine how fucking dumb you were. Now imagine 30 of you. Do you want that?
and you're just trying to do a job and they don't care.
Like 15-year-olds are the biggest dickheads on the planet. 19, not much better.
No. You don't get sound until you're about 24, I would say.
Even then, like, I don't think... I think until you just really accept that you're a moron. And I don't think that comes until another few years.
No, yeah, you need a self-awareness to be like you're not special. No one is.
No, it just has to come to a point where you're just like, look, I just be nice to people because I'm a fucking moron. Like
it's like who cares? Who gives a shit? Nothing matters.
Sometimes you reach 26, 27 and you think just another few dick injections and then I'll be grand. And I'm saying to you,
Connor,
stop.
This is you're always chasing the dick injection dragon.
It's my first solution to any problem.
I know you. Like when your power went earlier, I can only assume you did one in case.
Just in case I was there for a while. I forgot the milk in the shop. And well, get the old injector out. Here we go. What kind of
app tracks nighttime erections?
Certainly one that you shouldn't sell to kids. That's what I would say.
It's not on Fitbit, like, for sure. Right?
Can't be a fit.
How small does that band go?
Extra small, thanks very much. So Sean, we're moving on to our next piece of news. Brian, we just I think we're done with you. I don't even know
like
what to do.
We wouldn't have covered that story 5 years ago.
No, I can't. I wouldn't do it every week, right? But when something like that happens, I have to talk about because I'm just like, this is mental.
I've seen this non-stop, this man's erection data.
Someone clipped that. That's
me wingmanning for my friend on a night out.
That would be such a good chat. Like, just like you're in the bar, you're just like, I have seen this man's dick erection data at night, right?
The numbers this guy is putting up, you wouldn't putting up.
I don't even know what fucking half the stats mean, I'll be honest with you, but it's sky fucking high. You need this lad in your life.
We're worried.
Do you have a bed? You want him there, lad. His numbers are off the charts. Think of LeBron James.
He could hang a wet towel off it, I'm telling you.
So we're going to move on to our next piece of news, Sean, and I have passenger clings to German high-speed train and somehow survives.
Was this man John Wick by any chance?
So, I mean, this is so good. So a man originally boarded the train in Munich. He's a fare-dodging passenger on a German high-speed train, right? So he's a 40-year-old man who was in Munich without a valid ticket and wanted to take a smoking break at the station while the train stopped.
Reasonable.
But he lingered too long over his cigarette and the train doors closed behind him, leaving him with the prospect of being stranded at this station that he didn't have a ticket for. And he was like, oh shit, this is bad.
Okay. And he was presumably like, oh, I could just get to the next station, hop on there.
He then jumped onto a bracket between two carriages and held onto cables while the train powered on towards Nuremberg at 282 kilometres per hour.
It's pretty quick.
It's a bullet train, Sean, 175 miles per hour, until federal police brought it to a halt about 30 kilometres away from the station. Witnesses alerted officials and they contacted the train driver who made the unscheduled stop. The Intercity Express was on a 6-hour journey. The man, who is a Hungarian national, told police he had left his luggage on the train during his cigarette break and did not want to be parted from it. He was amazingly unharmed after travelling for how many kilometres? Like 20, 30 kilometres on a bullet train.
Just hanging on. How? Surely something would have hit him at that speed or something.
Like, it would just take one thing to kill him.
One twig in the air goes directly into your eye, you're gone.
So, I mean, we talk about Tom Cruise. He hung onto the side of that plane when it was taken off, and he did that legitimately.
Special contacts and everything.
He wore special contacts and still went blind for 3 days.
Yeah.
So this guy's hanging onto a bullet train going 175 miles per hour and just hanging onto 2 wires.
With a cigarette in his mouth.
I'm assuming he's still smoking, yes. Oh, fuck, lads.
Just ashing it off the side.
He gets like a match, just like hits it off the side of the train while
he
it's moving.
lights another one. That'd be amazing.
She's like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble here, lads. What goes through this guy's head? There's that moment where he's on the station, he's on the platform, and and he hears the door close, and has to be a moment's thought of, oh no, what do I do?
I have a semi-similar experience. Not that I hung on to the side of a train.
Oh my fucking Jesus Christ, here we go.
When I was in Japan, I ran the length of a bullet train. So I think there was like 11 carriages on it. And we were down at what we thought was 11. It was actually 1-1 we were at. like first class, first carriage or something like that. And there was like, the bell rang and there was like, there's a minute to go, and they're the most regimented trains in the world, so like it's going to leave in a minute. But there was no way to go between carriages to go all the way from 1 to 11 starting at 1. So we had to run all the way down the platform with our bags, and we got in just before the doors closed. But if we had missed that, we would have been stuck in the station, and our tickets wouldn't have been valid anymore for the next train. So
I don't think I've ever seen you run.
Yeah, no, it's not pretty. It's not a good sight.
I've known you for so long, and I was just thinking of that story. I've never seen you even do a brisk walk.
I've done a brisk walk.
Maybe a brisk walk. I've never seen you jog.
No, I don't believe in it.
I can't imagine what you look like.
It's bad for the knees, you know.
Not even in a mean way. Just like, you know how you've never seen someone that you know do an action.
Yeah, I've never... I've never ran. Never.
You've never ran in your life?
No, I have. Won medals.
Please stop coming here. Thanks for participating. Now fuck off.
Yeah. No, I guess I'm not a very... I got nowhere to... No, I don't have to be anywhere that fast.
That's what I was saying. You're like, sure, if I miss it, I miss it. Fuck it, it'd be grand.
Never ran for a train, except for the bullet train.
Do you know what? I had that similar thing. I'm not going to run for it.
Yeah, no, a bus I won't run for.
Like I don't know what it is, but there was the train. I finished work last week, and there was the train at like there's an earlier one that I can get if I get out slightly early, and there's another one that's like 10 minutes later. And so I got out, and there was like 60 seconds ago I had to like cross over the bridge, and I seen the train sitting there, and I was like, if I get that, I get home earlier. But I will not raise my speed of walking to any further than I would normally do. No. And I even like came down the steps. The doors closed as I got down the steps. I was like, could have made it if I ran, but it's the principle of the thing to be like, I will not run for some reason.
One of two things will happen. Is that one, you'll miss the train anyway, and now you're tired and you've missed the train.
Now you're kind of embarrassed.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's made things worse.
Yeah. Number two, you get on the train and now you're sweaty and out of breath and miserable. Yeah. So no one wants that. So just walk.
And I was like, I'll get the next one. You just like reason with yourself. Like, I'll get the next one. It's great.
Get a coffee, have a cigarette, you're fine.
No, fuck. Okay, what do you think I'm doing?
What?
Have a cigarette, fucking mug somebody. I don't fucking know.
You've got that cigar case you carry around with you
everywhere I go. He was amazingly unharmed though after the whole ride, and then he had to be taken away by the German police. How do you even explain that? You could just be like, oh, I fell into this little gap and I couldn't leave.
I thought the door was open and then it wasn't, and then I was too scared to get off.
I thought this little part was an open area. I just hung on. I thought this was the new transport.
It's not. Is it a crime?
Yes.
But it's like, it's a personal responsibility of like, if you do this, whatever happens, it happens, you know? There's
like a level of like, look, if you're dumb enough to try this, then you just got to live with the consequences, because you're probably going to die. He's probably like in the 0.1% who doesn't die doing this.
Yeah, I think they're probably making an example of him so that other people don't try and copy this.
Who's doing that? Who's like, you know what would be great crack? Let's take off the bullet train when it goes 40 kilometres.
Me on the back of an Irish rail, which goes like 80 kilometres an hour max, I think.
And that's like a good one. And there's only like 3 of them. All the rest of them are like 40.
Yeah, it's not great. God, it's a terrible service. And they took the little trolley off. Don't do snacks anymore.
Tell us internationally. I know America's not great on the old trains as well. Not fantastic. No. But Ireland, I mean, I love trains. Trains are like literally the best public transport.
Trains are the best. Like
I agree.
They always try and redesign transport, and it always comes down to train. They just keep reinventing the train. Ireland used to have great networks, and then we were told it was how poor people travel, so we ripped them all up in the 70s.
We're not going to get personal here, but we weren't there, but we still feel personally like kind of attacked, because
I've seen the map. It was great.
It was everywhere, Sean.
Yeah.
It was going to all these little villages.
Everywhere was connected. And now, if you want to go anywhere, you have to go to fucking Dublin first.
Fuck Dublin.
Fuck Dublin.
Sorry to all our listeners in Dublin.
God, I love trains, but I hate Dublin.
We have to go to Dublin, and then we have to turn back around and go across the country. So you have to go like an hour in the wrong direction to go the other direction.
It takes me like 5 or 6 hours to get to Galway. Whereas if there was a direct train, that's 2.5, 3 hours.
There's no reason. These are our personal gripes, Sean. Do you have any more personal gripes?
I'm still on this gripe, but I got from Tokyo to Kyoto in 2 hours. That's insane. That's like Cork to Belfast.
I am going to Japan in March, so
get the bullet train.
I'm going to get the bullet train, and I'll get back to you on the time. I'll hang on to the side. I'll let you know how quick it goes.
Good, I appreciate that. And another thing, Ryanair, what are you doing? Okay, I don't think airline seats should recline.
No, I think they shouldn't. I think they should you get on it and then just sit there.
You get on it, that's your seat. Because if you lean back, you're now putting it on me.
Then I have to lean back.
And then I'm the asshole. Then I'm you in that situation. And then if someone's eating or whatever and they use a little tray table, you're fucking them. Yeah. Just leave the seats where they are. On buses as well.
You can't really... But Ryanair, it's not really something you can complain about because they don't really give a shit. They're just like, here's a seat.
Maybe they don't recline on Ryanair anymore.
No, I think they do the thing of the fake recline, they go back a millimetre, so you feel like you have power but you don't.
Right, but it makes no actual difference. My favourite thing on a Ryanair plane is, one, it used to be the cheese toasty that they do. That's actually quite good and I enjoy it. But you can see from the placement of windows where seats used to be. And now they're just fucking rammed together.
Yeah, there used to be space and they're like, no, we can get at least 4 more rows into this from either side.
We can just cram these in, it'll be fine. No one will notice.
If you take a centimetre off each gap, then we've got loads of centimetres at the end.
When I flew back from your stag, I was on my own on the plane. No, sorry, I wasn't. I was
literally sitting beside you, I think.
You were actually. No, sorry, I flew. Where was I? Oh no, I'm sorry. I was in London with friends, and
you have other friends.
I do. Yeah,
you went to London with other friends.
It's wild.
That's a fucking disgrace.
You can meet them. We'll merge the group. It'll be great.
Nah, fuck them.
But it's. I flew back on my own, and I'm an aisle seat man. I love being in the aisle seat.
That's because you like tripping people up as they walk past.
I do, yeah, it's real fun.
Yeah. Old ladies.
I'm throwing sweets at children in front of me.
They go, word's originally a prick.
Oh, the hardest sweet.
So you're on the outside aisle.
I'm on the outside aisle and I'll splurge the £6 and I'll get the seat up front, which means I get to leave first. Because there's less likely to be people beside you. So you might have 3 seats all to yourself. You get served first with the food and the drink. It's great.
I refuse to pay for a seat.
Really?
I won't do it. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to take the middle one. I have nowhere to be. You know what I mean? I'll take the middle one and I'll sit there.
We'll all get there. We'll all get there at the same time, lads.
So we're all getting there at the same time, you know what I mean? And then the middle one is different because you don't know which door to go out. Am I going back or front? What's the story? But I'm willing to just sit there. The people who stand up before it's landed, I'm like, that's it. I think that's a coward move. You got to sit there until he fully stops it and then the doors open.
See, the fear is then the doors open, you get down those steps and there's the bus waiting for you to take you to the terminal.
I'm sure there'll be a bus waiting for me. I have patience.
You want to get a good spot on the bus though. You can't be
cram
in. You're the last lad on the bus.
I'll cram in. I don't care.
Lads, move over there, will you?
Here later. No, see, the problem is I know you have all these other friends that you're normally with, but I don't have as many friends as you, so it's much easier for us to kind of get places. I don't be going places without you, so
I get you. Yeah. All right, do you want to hang out tonight?
No, I don't want to now. Not if I have to ask for it. I'm going to London without you. Okay.
Oh, can I come?
No.
Oh.
It's your stag. I just won't bring you. So, Sean, I want to finish
get the aisle seat.
I want to finish off weird news this week with one of my favourite headlines. The story itself, I was like, okay, this is kind of alright, but the headline is just so good. It's music teacher convicted of assault for holding pupil upside down to cheer her up.
Oh, would that work, do you think? How old is the pupil?
So, this happens it's a primary school. So, child I think is like 10 or 9. Music teacher was Shaun Haythorne-Waite, who's described as having a quiet and calm manner, claimed he took on a parental role to try and make the girl laugh after she'd been hiding under a table following an argument. The teacher told the school that the girl was laughing when he picked her up and the others in the class laughed with her, not at her. But after a parent complained, he was reported to the police and ultimately found guilty after the trial. He then said he made a well-intended but poor choice and it's a bad form. But basically, the girl was just kind of not too happy, right? She was under the table, and to make her laugh, he picked her up and held her upside down in front of him.
That's a wild first move, I would say.
I think that's mental.
To try and cheer up anyone by picking them up and turning them upside down. The risk-reward ratio of that.
I think you got it. Yeah, the risk-reward ratio on any of those actions is, I think, out of the boundary of logic. There's no way in his brain he was like, this is the best way to solve this problem.
Imagine you were crying and suddenly you're upside down.
I do think you'd be so weirded out and in shock that you might stop crying.
Oh, nothing makes sense in that moment, but it doesn't make it better.
Yeah. So apparently the girl who was not named told the panel she was utterly shocked when she heard about the allegation.
Utterly shocked.
So the parent clearly was the one that complained.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so funny that just they picked up the child and hanged them upside down. That doesn't happen.
Even in the days where schools didn't give a shit, I don't think that kind of thing happened.
The panel took the view that his conduct was not malicious, but it was out of character. So they had to basically give him a sentence because it was out of character and it was just so left fucking field. But he didn't mean anything by it. It's not like a creepy thing. Yeah. It was just genuinely, it's funny because of how out of fucking logic that plan is. To be like, well, she's not happy. Sure, hang her upside down. We'll see how she feels.
Yeah, but imagine in the same vein. Imagine, I don't know. We were at a funeral together, and you were a bit sad, and I threw a pie in your face.
Yeah.
On the surface, yeah, it lightens the mood. Not the time.
But Shaun, I'll give you this. What if there's 14 children in that class, and then the little girl as well, and 14 of them are laughing and only she's not happy? That's a good ratio of laughter to unhappiness. That's 14 to 1. Is he not playing the odds? That's pretty good.
But I think there's other ways to make children laugh. They're idiots.
As we've discussed.
Children are idiots,
Morons.
Put on what you do. You want to go on to Spotify.
Yeah.
And you want to throw on Best Weird News Stories of 2024.
Best Weird News Stories of the year. Top 10 2024.
There's time codes and everything in there.
Yeah.
And just pick one of them, throw it on. They'll love it.
And if one of the children is in particular really into top 10 lists, don't show them last year's one, because obviously last year's one, there's a bit of an editing problem.
That's all the time we have this week, folks.
That's it for Weird News this week, guys. Shaun, would you like to take us out?
Yes, thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, and next Monday with another episode of the show. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that is in the description. And massive, huge, big shout outs go to Róisín and Baby Ben Palmer, Joe Burney, Ryan Komatsu, Dozer Enthusiast, Evanson, Saint Waffles, patron saint of the podcast, the ghost of Christmas past, present and future, David Clarke, Dominic, Anna looks forward to the next Irish animal story, Hjelmroos, Daniel McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Frost, Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine are your number one Castbox fans. Russ, okay, Russ, put some more effort into reading these names, hero boy. Being imaginative and funny is hard, Parfitt. Jesus, Russ.
You know what, Russ? Finally saying something that we've all been thinking, but
What?
nobody's been brave enough to say it.
I'm the little darling on this show.
No,
What's going
they're
on?
turning, Sean. As soon as they lift you up, they can take you down. I never went up. That's the problem.
What is happening? Okay. I'm reeling from that, to
Sorry,
be honest.
put a bit of fucking effort here now, Sean. Are you actually gonna try for the rest of the names, or what's the
I
story?
don't like this. He's gonna latch onto this.
Yes.
Jackson Brueheim will be attending Sean's upcoming gum eating intervention.
Happier.
Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tipsily subscribed to the Patreon. Ciara Lawler, Judge Leahy, Mikeychairsnumber1fan Shaun is cool and a genius. Thank you, Mikey. Rory. Pete thinks that Sean thinks that tall people should be put to work and not allowed recreation or sport. That's off of Weird News last week, I think.
Pete thinks that Sean. Yeah, I do think we were more on the Shore King side than we were on the large.
Hey, folks, I'm 6 foot tall here. 6'2" in my Doc Martens.
He's 6'5" in his stilts.
If I just artificially inflate my height, I'm so tall.
Yeah, I'm 7 foot when I want to be.
Not according to the photos I've seen.
Jack to your kneecap.
Jack Markham, Barrel of Cheese, Johnny Ray, Hunter Harvard, the Texas Ironman, Donegal George, Leica's #1 fan, and Justin Bowman. Thank you all for your support. We really, really appreciate it. Head on over to the Patreon if you want to support us over there. There's also the Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. Blue Sky is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one. That was a good effort. That was good energy there.
Stop this now.
Well, look, we'll try and improve next week.
I will not be rated on my outros.
7 out of 10.
7? I was abused in the middle of that.
So we will talk to you all next week, guys. I've been Conor and Lorraine.
I've been Sean, man.
And we shall see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.